Hey, thanks for joining us here at Worship Tutorials. My name is Bradford. You have been listening to clips of our Fender 64 Pro amp, and this one has a 15-inch speaker, so it has some bottom end. What you heard actually was a couple clips from Helix, a couple clips from the Fractal, a couple clips with Tonex. In that instance, pedals were all running into the front, all drive pedals were into the front, stereo out of the Tonex into Wet FX and the mod. So you get an idea if that's the kind of user you are. The gain on this amp is real pleasant. So I'll show you that. Here's just dry. Here's the gain. It's not bad for a Fender. I just have never really been a big fan of a driven Fender amp as much. Very cool. We do what we always do, add a couple other flavors of gain, King of Tone, 808. You can't have a Fender amp with a Strat especially, no less, and not have a tube screamer. 2 flavors of Verb, light, basically our always on, and then massive, you can do as you please. Also added some tremolo and chorus. We had the room, I'll get to why in a second. So we got some trem, it's harmonic trem. What you're hearing is all drives, and actually there's an octave assigned to a button. Into the front of the amp, and then we go out of the amp in the IR into the modulations and stereo. That's where it starts. We did that. We wanted to gain the amp up. Typically, if we're going to add an amp gain button, or if we feel an amp sounds really good driven and we add an amp gain button, we're going to add Wet FX after. You do that, the headroom disappears. And all your Wet FX kind of, they don't really like trail off like normal. They kind of just hang and then they just drop and disappear. So it's not very pleasant. Of course, if you would like to, you can make some adjustments, but that's the gist of how we do this. We did just showcase it on the Helix. The Axe-FX stuff is set up, the Fractal stuff is set up very much the same way, same style of drives, if not the exact same. As always, you're gonna get 2 patches. It's gonna be humbucker settings, single coil settings. Just go with what sounds best to you. We often get asked that, and we always say, just try both and see what you like, and take away things that seem to, if it's too bright, take away high end. If it's too dark, take away low end, and maybe, go from there. That's gonna apply to whatever unit you have. For Podgo and HX Stomp, we give you as many patches as it takes to get you everything that's in this patch, and so you pick and choose what you would like. FM3, things are a little limited with buttons. If you have like an FC6 controller, you can really take advantage of everything. FM9, Axe-3 as well. Tonex, that's a new thing. So if you find some hiccup when trying to put it on your unit and you're not so sure, we're figuring this out together. I think a lot of people are confused. So this is still pretty early on in this video to when Tonex was released. So, if there's some huge problems, let us know, because we'd like to be able to figure out how we can streamline that as well. But hey, thanks for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it. Big, round, boomy, clean, punchy Fender tones. That's a stereotypical Fender, but personally, this is gonna be one of my favorite sounding Fenders I think we've put out. So hope you think so too. Let us know what you think. Grab it, links are below to get it for your unit. If you have the Tone Pass, by the time this video is out, you probably actually already had it. We typically tell you first, and the release day for the patch is when this video goes. But if you're not getting those and you're on a Tone Pass, let us know. We can see what we can figure out too. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it so very much. We'll see you next time.